live, as always. Alright. This truly is the calm before the storm. Mail order bride. Yep. We'll get to the topic. Just give me a second. My dick itches. That's, been a while since we've had a TMI moment. Anyway, welcome to After. Let me try that again. Welcome to Wonder After Dark. Before we begin, first of all, been a while since we've started at 11. Doesn't mean anything, but neat. 2. Once again, we are not reviewing a specific movie or TV show. My dick fell off. My dick is small. Anyway, once again, we are not reviewing a specific movie or TV show, but we are talking something related to them, although it requires a little bit of explanation. Show Sylv the video. Is it okay if I show him after this topic? Also, your dick is micro. Yes, it is, actually. How did you guess? But anyway, to you, Spider. I'm not sure. Okay, thank you. Anyway, you're so kind. Anyway. Okay, this is one of those topics that requires a little bit of explanation. And it's one of those I've been meaning to bring up for a bit now, but let me explain. Otherwise, it won't really make a whole ton of sense. It's so micro that it's the size of a pencil eraser or a Tic Tac. That's hot. Anyway, so something we talk about a lot on this show, probably as much as the movies themselves, are home video. How is that hot? I don't know. I just said that out of instinct. Anyway, what I was saying. Did you watch the film? I haven't finished it yet, but I so far have thoughts, but we'll save those thoughts for tomorrow. Now, anyway, something we talk about on this show a lot, just as much as the movies themselves, are home video, or is home video. Here's where I'm getting to. Burned DVDs, correct. Although for a bit more of a detailed explanation, a DVD or Blu-ray that you may buy at the store, could be any store, will look like this on the bottom, kind of silver. This is what is referred to as a pressed DVD. A pressed DVD is a DVD that is permanently, more like commercially released. Well, yeah, anyway, this is a pressed DVD. A pressed DVD is a DVD that is permanently stamped onto the disc during the manufacturing process. It's pressed on your tummy. Sure, let's go with that. Now, you may not know this, but there is another type of DVD floating around out there. Now, these types of DVDs don't really show up in stores all too often. You'll find out why I say often soon enough. Can I press your tummy like you're the Pillsbury Doughboy? Well, if that's either what you find cute or kinky, go ahead. Anyway, sometimes you'll run into DVDs like this. Now you'll notice they don't use the regular DVD logo. They'll use this kind of, it's cute, okay, this like kind of generic logo. Although everything will look like a normal DVD, except when you flip around to the bottom. Instead, you're met with this kind of purplish, it's the great value, yes it is, you'll be met with this kind of purplish color. And there's an explanation for that. This is referred to as a burnt, that looks disgusting, yeah. This is referred to as a burned DVD. A burned DVD is a DVD that has data written onto it instead using a laser. Now, a burned DVD is quite the commercially available product. Go to the Walmart. I'm going to be real, when I seen a pic of the Fairly Odd Parents DVD, I was looking around Target for that. And that's probably how you come to find out about this whole process. Anyway, now a burned DVD is quite the commercially available, and I was disappointed when I never found it. Yep, I can see why. Anyway, now a burned DVD is quite the commercially available product. Go to Walmart, go to Target, go to Best Buy, go to any store that, keep in mind Target here existed for exactly 2 years. I will keep that in mind. Now, anyway, but go to any store that sells technology and home goods, and you'll find plenty of those recordable DVD-R discs, or DVD Plus R. If you want more information about those, you can go watch Technology Connections. Target sucks, or at least it did here. I mean, I wouldn't say American Target is shitty at all. It's just hit or miss lately. But anyway, but yeah, that is what we'll be talking about tonight. Now, these type of DVD releases go by many different names. Manufactured on demand, made on demand. They are most commonly referred to as burn on demand. We'll just call them made on demand. A made on demand DVD or a made on demand Blu-ray is will look very much like a retail release. The only real difference is they basically just run out to the store, buy some DVD-Rs or some BD-Rs, and, you know, burn the content on there. You know what I like more than being a productive member of society? Spending money. Let's see what I got. Yep, that classic phrase. Anyway, now, I don't know exactly who popularized the made-on-demand DVD release, and I don't really know when they started, but from what I can tell, they seem to have gotten big right when online shopping got big. Now, oh, and I should clarify. Although, now, I guess I should clarify. You know what I like more than femboy butt? Spending money. Let's see what I got. Yep. I guess I should clarify. Although this color, this purplish hue, is synonymous with bootleg DVDs, these releases, these manufactured on-demand releases, are pretty much officially licensed by the content holder, although they will be outsourced to a third-party company. Sometimes they're produced in-house by the studios, but most of the time they're outsourced. Jesse Comes on Demand, yep. Anyway, these Fairly Odd Parents DVDs are an example. These were released exclusively on Amazon from 2011 to, I want to say, 2015, before they just stopped. They got up to season 8, and then they stopped. But these are incredibly basic. Just basic cover art, basic, you know, just the episodes. Yeah. I do like that they at least have artwork on the discs, but they're very basic releases. Still, I want that DVD. I'll bring this up later for a different reason. If you were to even pat on Jessie on the head, she'd probably come because she's such a... Reading that just took years off of my life. And no, I am not going to answer if patting on the head would make me come. I'll leave that up to your filthy little imagination, even though I might be a little bit filthier than both of you put together. Comes at the slightest touch like 50. No comment. Sorry, I'm done now. I mean, it's okay. Well, anyway. But these DVDs you cannot find in stores unless you buy them like at like if you're going to like, I don't know if this place exists in the US, but if you're going to like Goodwill or Second and Charles, or is the show Jesse about you? No, it isn't. Anyway, but if you go to, I mean, I'm sure if you go to like some like used DVD shops, you can probably find these, but most of the time, these are online only. Now, okay, there's that. Why are these called made on demand? Well, here, can I buy you? Go ahead. Anyway, slavery. Anyway. Now, why are these called made on demand or manufactured on demand? Human trafficking. Well, here's why. A retail DVD typically has a set release date. And they typically put out, you know, an announcement, a press release, a statement, pro-slavery, hashtag I'm joking. Anyway, but a retail pressed DVD will typically have, you know, a set release date, a proper announcement. They'll put out a press release. They'll put out commercials. They'll make a bunch of copies. Jesse has dick. Could you shut up with the dick pics? Anyway. But they'll make a bunch of copies, ship them out to stores. Manufactured on demand DVDs, that's not exactly a press release of the dick. Please shut up. Anyway. Manufactured on demand DVDs, that's not exactly the case. With these, well, technically, I'll ship you out to stores at Iwi. Anyway, manufactured on demand DVDs, That's not exactly the case. You see, these, technically the individual components are already finished. So the cover art, the disc art, if there is any, the disc content, everything about the product, Jesse is a bride, keep telling yourself that. Anyway, everything about the product is technically finished, but it's not been made yet. They don't make it until you order it. So the minute you place the order, they make it, and then they send it to you. Anyway, and the other major difference is, like I said, retail DVDs, that's dumb. I mean, it's cheap, but it's dumb. But anyway, retail DVDs, well, as I said, they typically make a, I guess that makes it, well, I'm not trying to sound rude when I say this, but where did you think the on-demand part of the name came from? I mean, dick pic on demand. You are seriously, I'm not trying to get pissy when I say this, and I do find the jokes funny, but you're seriously never going to let me hear the fucking end of that, and one day it will get a little annoying. If you wanted me to be rude tonight, there you go. It's your fault. Oh, I know it's my fucking fault. Because everything's my fucking fault. Goddamn everything. Why else do you think I get blamed for everything? Why the fuck else do you think? Did I say everything is? No. Well, I wasn't necessarily talking about you. I was just saying in general. It feels like everything is my fault. I'm not necessarily saying that you said that. Yes, I never said that you said. I'm just Hey, Spider, if you're still watching right now, I'm sorry. If you want to hang yourself on the coat hanger, you can do that right now. Use the good rope, please. Anyway, but that's where the on-demand part comes from. Now, okay, there's that explained. No one is going to die. I believe you missed the part of the joke where I said coat hanger. Anyway, okay, well, there's that part of these releases explained. Simple. But why do they do these is the better question. Well, I really don't know, honestly. I believe you missed the part where that's my... One day. Anyway, now, okay, why do they do these releases? Well, I really don't know. I really don't think we'll ever know. But what I have noticed, no, because I said enough. Anyway. But what I have noticed is that a lot of made-on-demand DVD releases are of titles that either wouldn't have a large retail presence or are simply titles that maybe appeal to a more... My name is not Chad. My name's not Shane, kid. Anyway. Any fucking way. Now, I've noticed, though, that a lot of made-on-demand DVD release... The Town with No Name. Stay tuned. Yep. Anyway. I've noticed that a lot of made-on-demand DVD releases are of titles that either would not have a large retail presence or titles that the studios simply don't think would sell. Yes, apparently. I don't get it either, but whatever. And I've noticed that two studios like to do these. Now, granted, all the studios have... they think Fairly Odd Parents won't sell. Well, given the fact that they release these as made-on-demand, burned DVDs with no real bonus content rather than retail discs, I think that should tell you something. I'm just saying. And if you have a problem with that, take them up with me. There's only so much I can bitch at you about. That's bullshit. Anyway. Don't you know everything's... Don't you know everything's fucking bullshit? Anyway. What I was saying. Okay. But I've noted now, all the different studios have dipped their toes into these releases. Warner Bros. Has dipped their toes into it with the Warner Archive collection, although sometimes Warner Archive releases will be pressed. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes, because, yeah, Warner Bros. Come. Anyway, Warner Archive does made-on-demand, but it's not really consistent. So sometimes with a Warner, if you're buying Warner Archive, sometimes they'll be burned, but sometimes they'll be pressed. It's not consistent. Why can't they all be pressed? I have no idea. Or why can't they all be burned? I have no idea. When Jessie comes, she makes the THX sound. When you come, you do it aggressively. Now, anyway, and I bet my suffering makes you come real hard. Because you just love being a dick. Anyway. LMFAO. Good. Glad you laughed. Anyway. No, nothing makes me come hard. You sure? Penis bagel bites in the fucking supermarket? Anyway. Okay, but what I was saying. Warner Bros. Has Warner Archive. Various Nickelodeon shows and movies have gotten burn-on-demand releases. One studio has dipped their toes into them quite a bit, and that would be 20th Century Fox. I have two examples here that I got from the library, not except for once where it felt so bad. Damn. Anyway, now another studio that does a lot of made-on-demand DVDs is 20th Century Fox. These I got from the library recently, checked out from the library, and these are made on demand. First we have Jane, 20th Century Fox. Anyway, first we have Jane, which was actually released under the National Geographic banner, but is a, 20th Century Fox distributed release. Jessie stole from the library. Stop shoving words into my retarded little mouth. Anyway. Now, although it has the look, of a retail DVD, again, it is a burned disc. And in fact, this one doesn't even have any real options on it. It's just the movie. So yeah, I don't know if every National Geographic release is burned or if it's just this title, but there's that example. Now, some copies of Up have that shit too. No, actually, I think the copies of Up that you're looking at might be bootlegs, because if you mean like the purple hue and the made-on-demand, you're probably just looking at bootleg copies of Up. That's why I'm here, to clarify shit to you, but anyway. Now, Fox primarily does made-on-demand DVDs for their TV shows. So here's What We Do in the Shadows, the complete first seat. No, I borrowed a copy of Up from my school with the case being but the disc being fake. So yeah, that is not a made-on-demand release from Disney, like a legit real thing. That is just 100% your library carrying a bootleg copy. Yep, that's what I said. Oh, never mind. The disc was a rental copy where, okay. I was thinking the library just gave you a bootleg copy of Up. Never mind. never mind. Anyway, now Fox primarily does made-on-demand DVDs for their TV shows. Not so much their movies, but they do them for their TV shows. So here's What We Do in the Shadows, the complete first season. And this is an FX series. Talk about when libraries or video stores do that. Can you let me finish real quick? Not trying to be rude, but very basic back cover. Very basic. This is the format all of Fox's made-on-demand titles use. No bonus features, just the 10 episodes, 5 on each disc. Now, disc 1 is in the player right now, so I'll use disc 2 as my example. Now, again, looks like a normal DVD from Fox, but again, it is a burned disc. Disc 45, sure. So yeah. And again, and you put these discs into your player, very basic. You just put them in and, you know, you get the 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo, and then it takes you, and then you get like an FBI warning, and then it goes right to the menu, and the menu is incredibly basic. Just the episodes listed off to the right with the option to either play all or just select one of them. Not separate menus, just one menu. The poster cover art on this side and just disc 1 or disc 2. No music, no nothing, no animation. Very basic. Because they're made on the quick. They're made on the cheap. They're made on demand. Now talk about it. Okay. Libraries and rental and video stores do that. Or I guess just libraries do that, because I don't really know of very many video stores that still exist. But yeah, sometimes you go to the library and you'll find a DVD that's like clearly fake. And I don't mean made on demand where, you know, it's a real release but it's a DVD-R. No, I mean, there's one Blockbuster in Oregon. Yep, except I don't live in Oregon. I don't live in Oregon. Also, I think Spider left. Either that or he's just listening. Let me turn this off real quick because it's getting a little toasty in here. I ate Spider. I'm convinced you'd fucking eat me if you wanted. Okay, but anyway. But that's about all I can comment there. But anyway. Okay, but I stabbed my way out. Damn. Ow. And you know, you say that possibly as a joke, but considering how you can be sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised if you self-harmed yourself. That hurt, yep. Okay, anyway, by the way, no, it's true. Anyway. I contemplated self-harm. Depends. Do you mean this recently or just in general? Because depending on the context, it could be very different. I need to go. General. Okay. No worries, Sil. No reason. Okay, I guess, fair. If you want to catch up, though, I'm just saying, Sylv, wait! You learn from the best of them. We have something to show. Okay, well, putting the topic on standby. Oh, by the way, I'm a little shocked that this video did not get me copyrighted. I'm too lazy to put it on the TV. That would just take me too long. You still here? I see 2 on my end, but I don't know if he's still here or not. No, I'm dead. Okay, you're still here. Anyway. Yeah, Spider made me watch this last night, and it's really funny. Something he did. I'm dead. Okay. By the way, I'm a little impressed that this video did not get me copyrighted last night. Wow, Family Guy, but loud. I'm with you in your hearts and memories. I've watched it like 10 times. Good. Anyway. I'm too lazy to put it on the TV, so this is the best you're getting. Property of Paramount Pictures. Get the camera close. Okay. I can't rotate it. I can't. I can't. I said, how do you like that Obama in the theater? I remember.
Don't do this, Doctor, please.
Tap it. I can't. I did tap it. I'm showing it. Oh. Shit. Yeah, that's as good as you can get. Super laser piss.
There are concerns over the safety of America's cities ever since the space colony's attack on the moon. The tweet continues. What do you have to say about the theft of dangerous artifacts that can cause attacks like this to happen again?
Yep.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds? I'm going to assume you mean the Chaos Emeralds, because if that's what you're concerned about...
Again, that's as good as I can get.
Chaos Emeralds. President, put your hands up and turn around slowly. Chaos control.
Yeah, chaos control, Obama. Obama soda. Super Obama. Super Obama. I have no jokes for this, by the way. Such a lovely video. Piss. Okay, anyway, back to the topic. That's a great video. I also really hope that Paramount does not snipe me for actually... Goodbye, Doctor. Oh, yeah! Yeah, that's what makes it even funnier. Bye! Anyway. Okay, anyway, but what I was saying. Okay, but back to the topic. Okay, Sylve's gone. Me and you for the rest of this one, Spider. Hope you enjoy. Anyway. Okay, but back to the topic. But I've noticed a lot of... Oh, yeah. Can I just say? Because I really don't have too much else to add about these discs themselves. But there is something about made on demand, burn on demand, manufactured on demand DVD releases that does bother me. What bothers me is when they release this much of a show as regular DVD format or Blu-ray format, and then they switch to made on demand. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was probably the worst example of this. So Fox Home Entertainment released It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, as, regular pressed DVD releases. And a few seasons were released on Blu-ray, but not all of them. Anyway, starting with season 10, or no, not season 10, season 11, my apologies. Starting with season 11, they switched over to made on demand, meaning you could only buy them online. They're DVD-R format. They don't have any bonus features, just the episodes. And they're much more expensive. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's another thing about manufactured, made on demand DVDs that I do not understand, is that they're more expensive. I guess maybe it's because of the fact they're, made like via different process, but I don't know. So, like, season 11 of It's Always Sunny, which was the first one to be made this way and released this way, new price $36. And that's for a bare bones episode only DVD. Okay, season 12, $28. Now, season 13's not too bad at $18.99. Still a little steep for a bare bones set, but not terribly bad. And then season 14, which to date is the final season that's been released on DVD to any capacity, $28.61. Like I said, very steep. Especially because the DVD of season 14 of It's Always Sunny is actually missing an episode. The episode D-Day is on Hulu and Disney Plus, but not on the DVD. If you know anything about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and you know anything about the episode D-Day, take a wild shot in the dark as to why you think it is absent from the DVD release. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying, though. But yeah. Manufactured on demand, made on demand, burn on demand. These type of DVDs and Blu-rays go by many names, but they serve one purpose, in case you couldn't tell. That purpose being so the studios can put out the content, get people to shut up, without having to worry about, shipping them out to stores or mass producing a ton of copies. And if eventually they stop selling, they can just put them out of print real fast. And on top of that, they don't even need to say that they're coming out, because most of the time, they don't need to have a release date. They just show up. Now, an interesting thing, though, let me go grab it over here. There it is. Okay, there it is. Now, an interesting thing, though, is that sometimes, made-on-demand DVDs can actually be reissues of DVDs that were sold at stores. So here's Comic Book the Movie. This was originally released like as a regular DVD in stores, and was later reissued by Paramount here. But uh-oh, there's that generic DVD logo instead of the regular one. Two-disc set. Again, there's that generic DVD logo. And again, these are burned discs, so they're just DVD-Rs, and they just burn the content onto there. Here's why this is interesting. You would think, okay, so given that these are more bare bones releases, that means, just the movie, right? Notice this is a two-disc set? Yeah, it's interesting. Although the original release of this title was not made on demand and was a pressed DVD, not only did they port over all the same bonus features from the original DVD, which was also a 2-disc set, but they literally cloned that same DVD. So you put disc 1 into your player, for example, you get the old Miramax Home Entertainment logo, you get the same menu as the old DVD, the same trailers, everything. Everything from the original disc is on here. The only difference is how it's been produced. So, I guess you could say this is an officially authorized bootleg. Officially authorized in that Paramount legally owns the movie and they can do this, but bootleg in the sense that it has the same quality as a bootleg DVD and it's been put together in the same way and is a clone of a DVD that was not previously burned. I love boring my audience with technical talk. So let's put this back on the back. Hey, Copper, baby got back. Oh, you got the stretchies. The stretchies. Okay. Now, it is worth noting as well, because I talked about availability, and I said that these are not typically available in stores. Okay, so talk New Girl, just kidding. Joke's on you jokes on you if you actually get me to watch the show, bitch, I might. Even if you're JK. Anyway, but I said that these titles typically are available online, and that is true. Although sometimes you can find these made-on-demand DVDs in stores. It very rarely. Most of the time, though, if you do find them in stores, it's either at Goodwill because somebody donated them, or some other thrift store, or it's at FYE because maybe they were sold to that store, or if you have a vintage stock in your area, you might find some of them there. I don't have any vintage stock stores because they don't seem to exist here, but I wouldn't doubt it for even just a second. I do recall seeing Last Man Standing, the complete first season, at Walmart a little over a year ago. And that's a made-on-demand disc, which that's kind of interesting to see at Walmart. Special extension move. Oh. I'll get to that after the topic, but anyway. What I was saying, but anyway, but yeah, they do show up in stores sometimes, but not super often. Now, okay, you've talked about the releases and how they're made. What about the quality? Because I know I've shown these undersides a lot, but okay. But now you've talked the releases and and how they get now you've talked the releases and how they get produced quite a bit. So okay, but what about the actual quality? What makes, is a pressed retail DVD better quality than a burned DVD? Well, tell me this, because you are probably more technologically aware than I am. If you've ever had to burn DVDs with your computer, tell me this. Does the quality ever live up to that of a retail, wide produced, pressed disc? You tell me. You be the judge of that. Assuming you were listening. assuming. Because on my end, YouTube is showing 0 views, which usually means you ain't listening. Shit. You still there, penis? You still there, peener snipper guy? I'll take that as a no. Yeah, I don't think you're watching anymore. Shit. Okay, well, anyway, I guess I'll just answer the question for myself because you do not seem to be watching at this moment. But yeah, I've talked the releases themselves and how they're produced and how they are different than normal. Oh, I am. Okay, so I just made myself look stupid. But anyway. Okay, but now that I've talked the difference between pressed and burned DVDs, I'm going to present you with a question. Now that I've talked the differences enough, do you think a burned DVD ever lives up to the quality of a pressed one? Pressed being discs. Yes, these are discs, but anyway. If you've ever had to burn DVDs, like, no idea. Okay, honestly, I kind of thought you would know because you work with computers more than I do. But I'm not really too surprised, and I'm also clearly not upset. So I'll answer the question for you and for me. As somebody who has a lot of pressed discs and a lot of burned discs, saying it because I don't care much. I mean, I'm not really forcing you to care, but legitimate pressed. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying. Well, okay, legitimate. I know you don't care much, but I guess I should clarify. This is also a legitimate disc. It's just burned like a bootleg, but it's also legitimate. Just in case you lost track. Not saying that to be rude, snappy, or sarcastic. I'm just clarifying in case you forgot. Anyway. What I was going to say. But in my experience with both pressed and burned discs, it varies. Sometimes a burned disc doesn't look that much inferior or really inferior at all. Most of the time, they look a bit lower quality, but not by much. And then sometimes it's really noticeable that they are lower quality. I mean, I don't mean like they're super crunchy and ear raped and washed out, but it's just noticeable. But I guess to conclude this topic, I don't know why studios release DVDs like this or Blu-rays like this, but I guess, you know, as long as they are even putting out the content, pressed are typically more used since it uses more and more high-end equipment than just exactly. Exactly, and that's what I brought up earlier. While burned DVDs are very common online, again, made on demand DVDs, pressed discs will always be better because, again, higher end equipment, proper mastering, Burned DVDs, they're on par with bootlegs. Sometimes they look better than you would think, like this one. Fairly Odd, yeah, burned copies can be good. And this is an example of one. Fairly Odd Christmas on Blu-ray. Yes, Blu-ray. This is a burned copy. And sure, it doesn't have any bonus features or any other options other than play feature. It's just the movie. But the quality on this disc is actually a lot better than you would expect it to be. At least for a cheapo, made-for-TV Nickelodeon movie. But this actually looks really nice. But then again, that's probably only because it doesn't really have to share the disc with anything. But yeah, you just basically said it best. While pressed discs are always better, more often than not, burned copies can be good too. And while I would prefer some of these titles to get, proper pressed retail releases, either on DVD or Blu-ray or even 4K in some cases, I'm just glad some of them even have releases at all, which does make me want to bring up as kind of a jokey conclusion. This is a good chunk of Impractical Jokers. Could y'all give us the remaining seasons, please? Even if they're made on demand, even if they're burned. Just give us, season 6, season 7, season 8, season 9. Fill in the space between 5 and the movie. That's all I ask. Especially because, for all we know, they could remove the show from Max tomorrow. Given how HBO... What? But in conclusion, cock. David Zaslav can go suck a cock. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Sorry for the delay. Based. In conclusion, might like the new extension. Had it put together yesterday but didn't throw it in. Okay, time to watch the extension. Okay, it's just 54 seconds, but let's watch. Okay, picks up where the last one ended. Live and learn.
The Chaos Emeralds and attacked the agent. He used illegal weapons. Where are the emeralds? He's disgusting. He's a pervert. And God help us, he might even be gay. I don't know. But those emeralds are colored that way for a reason, and I'm sure of it. Obama is a supporter of neo-Nazi pride ideology.
A delightful extension of an already amazing video. Trump will return. Yes, he will. And you know what's great? Trump will unfortunately be returning in a few short days. I am so prepared to hear so many more obnoxious stories. Also, you laughed during that he attacked my agent part. Oh yeah, I did, but oops. But still funny though. That sound effect just then was not intentional. So in my lore, Robotnik works for Trump. The best lore. Yeah. All right. Um, I got like 10 more minutes of material because neo Austrian painter pride ideology. Yep. Sounds. I know that what I'm about to say is such low hanging fruit, but that sounds like something your stepmom would say. Like, not like dead ass. I also find it quite amusing that the ethnic one is the racist one. Again, I know that's low hanging fruit, but meow wolf. By the way, Aubrey Plaza deactivated her Instagram. You know, Aubrey Plaza from the hit show Agatha All Along. She deactivated. Why? Okay, for a bit of context, her husband committed suicide recently, and the internet, being the internet, I guess was trying to lighten the mood. Problem was, most of these people were saying, finally, she's single. Yeah. People were saying, finally, she's single. And yeah, I think that's reason enough to deactivate, wouldn't you say, cunt? I mean, gee, oh, tell me this. If any of you left the server and people were saying that to me, what do you think I would do? I'd probably delete my shit too. Dead ass. Alive ass, perhaps. Chicken ass, even. Oh, I have a good movie to review. Been a while since you've had one, but go for it. I mean, if I can find it, of course, because it typically depends on availability, but go for it. I don't know how related it is, but I guess something I said made you think, oh, Alice in Wonderland 1933, the live action one. Let me just see if I can find that one. Okay, officially it's out of my. Because usually I do watch these movies via legal means. Yeah, if you can find it for me, I'll get to it. I mean, truth be told, though, I feel like any version of Alice in One Discord sent a pic from it. Okay. Oh yeah, the one oh yeah, I remember now, the one with that. Humpty Dumpty wants to eat your bone marrow, kids. What? Okay, it's midnight. We all know what time it is. Time for the funny image. Jackie Chan just being himself. Discord, okay. Nice, Jackie. Yes, it is. Okay, let me look at that real quick. I'm starting to get lightheaded. Just 1 second here. This whole frame. Oh, that whole frame is even worse. I mean, I do love practical effects, but oh my god. I think this might, if I can find this movie in time, I feel like this one might give me a stroke. Mind you, it feels like I'm having a stroke every single time I do this show. The mock turtle is terrifying. Yeah, I can see why. Oh my god. That mock turtle. Yeah, like, what the fuck am I looking at? Bro looks like, I mean, Jesus Christ, he already looks like a sleep paralysis demon. Put an escalator on the front of him and he would be a sleep paralysis demon. Escalator, deep cut. If you know what's so funny about escalators, you're a real one. But my oh my. My oh my, that is the frame that I've ever seen. It's one of those frames where I don't even know where to possibly start. There's a lot more where that came. Oh god. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask while we're. Okay, okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and ask while we're on a Alice in Wonderland kick. What? I could have went my whole life. I could have went my whole life. Oh my god. What? I mean, it's very visually. It's very impressive. It's very impressive. I will say. I know what GIF. Please, please, please tell me there's a GIF of this. Not the GIF I was looking for, but that's even better than what I was looking for. As 10, that's 100 times better than the GIF I was. Oh my god. Oh, this might actually be the movie that gives me a stroke. Alice 1933 will make you fear everything. Yeah, clearly. My God, yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, I guess it's actually quite appropriate that Alice in Wonderland is a complete acid trip, considering that is kind of what Alice in Wonderland is, a complete acid trip. But, oh my, there's that, and then there's just being a complete nightmare. I wouldn't be surprised if I watched it and then wake up in a mental institute. Oh boy. And people say Tim Burton's is the disturbing one. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I got nothing. That's just. I got nothing. Just nothing at all. Nothing. That just that just says it. That bye. Okay, I guess you're leaving for the night. So I guess actually, Spider, real quick. Before you leave, is it okay if fuck? Let me try again. Is it okay if I just kind of finish the episode like? Let me try that again because I got it all backwards. I'm just going to go ahead and give kind of a conclusion to this episode now so we can both leave at the same time. If that's fine with you. Assuming you're still there. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, I guess this is kind of a shorter episode. Which, that's not really a bad thing. This was kind of a shorter topic anyway. But before we go, I guess I should probably say, yes, Alice in Wonderland 1933 is a complete acid trip and a complete nightmare. When I will review it? Soon enough. 2, we're almost up to episode 200. Are you ready to see what nightmare I will probably unleash upon episode 200? 3, come back tomorrow night when we dip into familiar ground again. 4, my PP yellow. 5, look, it's Jeff Daniels. And finally, there's a new video up. Go watch it if you want. It may not be good, but it's at least a film. But will I elaborate further? Did anything happen in time and square? No, because I've said enough. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and have a day.